Dear friends, I bid you hello and welcome back to the channel for a brand new video. And it's been a bit of a crazy week really. If you think about this spring cleaning event 2025 going live and what it did compared with spring cleaning 2024, maybe like a new changing the way that Kabam are doing like non-spending events, or well, sorry, it is a spending event, but what they're looking to give back to the free-to-play community, and also top up those that spend to give them something of value plus more that they can get for their money, then this is a positive direction that Kabam can be going in. However, this is something where you just don't know, and you kind of go like, this is start of something good and up and coming. Especially if you're a Thronebreaker player and kind of lower, but like the first three progressions of MCOC have seen some fantastic offers and fantastic free things. And also something I should mention is that if you haven't done already, make sure to collect your last of your pool shields. If you forgot, I nearly forgot to grab myself some more. So yes, I managed to kind of like get mine in time to top up my volumes. I did make a bit of a mistake going into this particular event because I have 1.46 mil of the pool shields. Oh no, I have 1.5 mil. I have 1.5 mil. I missed out by 30k on getting the full amount. That's actually not an issue. That's not such a bad issue to have, because my choice of things means that I just won't be topping up on dust. Actually, to give a full kind of like inroads of thought on this and kind of like expand on that, because I'm still undecided which one I'm going with. I know you kind of said, well, Rich, you guides and stuff. Yeah, a lot of the time I'll think about other people rather than myself, what I'm doing. And yes, and I have seen many people point out to me that, Rich, you should go for the one where you're just about to form, therefore having left over to grab something else. Therefore going, Rich, you should be going for this bundle, where is it? Bundle 9, which I understand why people are advising that, and I do agree where your thought process is in advising me as much as I advise you, because I go just about forming and then I'd be like, well, you get a 7-star Nexus as well. My big concern is what my plans are for the future and getting tier 7 basic fragments quickly. By doing things like Alliance raids, I get more. So therefore, my big thing about is try to be closer to the next fully formed tier 7 basic, because I feel that's where the future of my kind of grind is going this year, if you kind of get my drift with that. So rather than going bundle 9, which I do agree with you, and I understand why people have said that, whether it be in comments or whether it be, you know, people have messaged, my thought process is more with the Valiant bundle 4, just because it's getting more tier 7 basic fragments closer to the next formation, and yeah, there's only a slight difference. So maybe I'll go with your advice and go, well, instead of getting the 47,000, I go with the 30,000, get the formation, and then also get a 7-star class hero Nexus crystal to boot. But anyway, it doesn't matter what you choose, because you are taking home bank from this for free. So for Kabam, it's been a really good time. They're even getting like 25,000 people pre-register for the PC version. Now, is that going to lead to 25,000 concurrent players? I don't know. We'll be analysing that stuff once the PC version's out. Other than that, it's just speculation and other things. But anyway, back to the subject. Well, it's good that Kabam are doing things and kind of getting stuff sorted for players. But going back to spring cleaning, like I'm just... yeah, I didn't do another video. I didn't do a video over the weekend because I just thought like, oh, there's too much. Like a lot of the time I kind of go like, I didn't really get my weekend like I wanted to, because I spent most of it kind of covering content and stuff with this, and I don't really get to kind of like enjoy in certain things and revel in stuff as I used to do when it comes to game stuff. So I had to take a little bit of a break away from kind of like too many spring cleaning based coverages. I would have loved to done like a Cavalier and Proven, like this one here, of like some best options. But it's just like I spread myself too thin with what I cover. Like I cover like too much with this stuff. But it's, you know, there's some good stuff here like to pick up. If you're like spreading your cost a little bit, you could pick up some nice rank up gems, strengthen your 6 stars at rank 5, and maybe select the champion that you were kind of like, well, for 1.25 mil, you're like, well, I could get this this champion I'd never had before, and that would be amazing. I think even like Hercules would be in that champion selector, so you could pull any number of champions. So that would be cool to grab. Wish I did some coverage on it, but I had to kind of make a decision of like that I can't cover all progressions. It would just I just not be able to have any free time at all. Anyway, yeah, Kabam put out some amazing stuff. Like I can't not say that. Like they did a fantastic job with this, and it is going down well. You can see on the forums. Like I know probably Kabam are looking to get a bit of feedback and kind of like not sniff their own farts kind of thing and kind of like go, we did a good job. It's just like more. It's basically hopefully this information here, and make sure to give Kabam feedback and give them praise and kind of like and stuff for it, because the more that you go, this is good Kabam, we want more. Hopefully that gets to the right people in Kabam, and it's a case to go to the higher ups to go, look, if we do this thing, it means that this happens as well. Like if you go, the pool shields event for spring cleaning 2025, because we gave out X amount to the baseline for free, free points, free pool shields, so free this right here. This was enough to give an incentive to spenders, or maybe those that don't spend a lot, to spend more. And you might be going like, oh, encourage people to spend, Rich. That's not very good to kind of like have that approach. Well, no, but then if there's more free things that are better for free to play, hence what we saw last week, and spenders are feeling that they're getting rewarded at the same time by their base in and also the amount of pull shields they get as a result, then let me get this straight. Non-spenders win, spenders win, game team praise, CEO sees money and things going well for the game. More resource, get some new people in to help out with this, and that hopefully is what's going to happen. I can say that it never really works out that way. You'd love to see more resource into certain areas, certain things when it comes to like an engineering and the back end of the game running functionally, but it's never the case. Either way, I think it's important to take stock and revel in a little bit of success and a little bit of fun with this, and that's something that I think we want to take away. And yeah, the more as soon as you read down here and read that the responses from players, you can see here 10 out of 10 event for free to play and pay to play, giving free champs and free resources on top of it all. Speechless. Yeah, it's great, because people might say, oh well, there's bad things. There is bad things that are going on with the world of MCOC, but I'm hoping we're turning a corner. PC version, AI at some point being rectified, hopefully this year, but last year to kind of like how it ended and how we've kind of gone into this year has not been as positive. I think it's getting better. A lot of the transparency around bugs, problems, and dev diaries coming back is that kind of bridging gap coming back. So we're kind of like Kabam's side here, our side here, and we're making this new bridge that's kind of like is linking. And once the bridge is made, providing Kabam can keep it stable and we're happy with it, then there's no stopping traffic going across it. And that's a weird way to describe MCOC and our community and our relationship with Kabam, but it is what it is. Yeah, you can just read it here, like more kind of like good feedback from Kabam to Kabam about this stuff. 12 out of 10 event for everyone from free to play to whales. Everybody got something back from it. I think that's it. There's nothing more that can be said about it, but it's up to you. How do you feel about this particular event? And this is another one. Next week, we have the Heart of Fire event going live, which is going to be similar to Omega Days. Now, Omega Days was a very unit spendy type of event based on spending those units in RNG, but there was milestones, Alpha Track. It wasn't Alpha Track. It was Alpha Route and Omega something or other, Omega Charge or whatever. It's something like that. And you were able to climb those, gain some extra stuff, and that was beneficial as well. Like rank, I think it was rank 3 7-star materials. So whether or not that it comes into effect that Kabam each year, if they devalue the new thing, the new shiny early, then it means there's an opportunity for seeing better free-to-play rewards. If they do that on a yearly basis, here's a good example. Next year, if they put in tier 5 alpha to pursue, was it rank 5, 7 stars? Let's say in theory. Then they devalue them off the face of the planet within a short space of time. And then that means that, it just goes in succession. Game could burn out in that time. We'll have to see what the future holds. Anyway, revel in a good event and Kabam doing a good thing, because you never know what's around the corner, and before you know it, there might be something that people aren't so happy about, but we'll have to see how that kind of falls later on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. What are your thoughts on matters? Put it in the comments, and I'll see you all soon. And what did you think of the spring cleaning event?